Hello, Boffis here! And today I'm gonna do a special video where I rate every Geometry Dash level from worst to best. Yep. So without further ado, let's get started. Electroman Adventures. So this was one of the two 1.6 levels to come. This one has a lot of new block designs to it with the invisible blocks and the transparent blocks and all that. And Robotop made a really good electric theme to this level. So when it comes to gameplay, it's pretty good. You know, it has the Flappy Bird parts, the ship parts, the ball part at the end. It's pretty decent, I'd say, but also kinda good at some places, like the little drop or whatever you wanna call it. I give this one 4 points. When it comes to the song, it's a pretty good song. It has the 8-bit theme to it, like the retro game theme. I give this one 4 points. When it comes to the design, yeah, like I said, a really cool electric theme to it. Really amazing. At some parts, like the Flappy Bird part, it feels like an ordinary level though, with the pink backgrounds, so yeah, but it's pretty good, and I also like the cubes at the end, so I'll give this one 4 points in design. And public, this one went up against Electrodynamix and Hexagon Force, so it came at second place. 3 points for that. Okay, so the next one, Clubstep, the second 1.6 level and also the first main demon level in Geometry Dash. Well, it has a pretty cool gameplay with different orbs scattered all over the place. You don't know which one you're supposed to touch, and then secret passages in the blocks that you're supposed to take, and also the intense ship parts. I gave the gameplay 5 points. When it comes to the song, it's pretty decent. It has the creepy vibe to it, since it's a demon level. Sounds like you're underwater breathing in a diving suit or something, I don't know. I'll give this one 3 points. And the design, yeah, it has a pretty creepy skull design to it and death design, being a demon level. But it also implements a lot of the electric theme from the previous level, Electroman Adventures. I'll give the design 3 points. When it comes to the public, it came at the last place when it went up against Theory of Everything 2 and Deadlocked, the 3 demon levels. So that's just 1 point for the public vote. Next level is Electrodynamix. So this is the 1.7 level and the first one to introduce speed portals. So when it comes to the gameplay, I mean, it's okay, I guess. It can be a bit tricky with the new speed parts, especially later on in the level with the intense ship part, and then there's also the really tricky UFO part. I'll give this one 3 points. It's not a bad gameplay, but it's not the best gameplay either. When it comes to the song, it's a pretty decent song. You know, same as the gameplay. It's not bad, but it's not the best. But I give it 3 points. Now the design, it has the cool electric theme to it, and since it's a 1.7 level with new design, it feels like a bit more modern version of Electroman Adventures, which I really like, so 4 points for the design. And when it comes to the public vote, it went up against Hexagon Force and Electroman Adventures and scored first place, so 5 points! Ding 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 ding! Kinda ironic because Electrodynamix is the 15th level. Next up is Hexagon Force. So this is the 1.8 level. It's pretty good. I like the design with the hexagons in it. And yeah. So let's start with gameplay. The gameplay, it's pretty decent. You know, I like the new slopes in it, but it's not too hard, and on some parts it's pretty much just straightforward. I'll give this one 3 points, and it also has the dual part. I hate dual, but this level has pretty okay dual parts. When it comes to the song, I really like this song. It's a pretty good, one of my favorite For the Flame songs, one of my favorite main level songs. So I'll give this one 4 points. Now when it comes to the design, like I said, I really like the hexagon theme to it, and many of the parts are purple and have the green blocks, which I think fits pretty well. So I'll give this one 5 points in design. When it comes to the public vote, it went up against Electrodynamix and Electroman Adventures, and unfortunately scored the last, so that's 1 point. Okay, so the next one, just gotta double check so I'm recording. Yep, I am recording. Next one, blast processing. This was the first 1.9 level to come. It's a bit easier compared to the rest of the easier levels. When it comes to the gameplay, I mean, it's not really that hard, it's pretty much just straightforward. So it's not like it has any intense parts or anything. I'll give this one a 2 point in gameplay. The song, however, is pretty okay, it's pretty nice. I'll give this one 3 points. I like the blast processing theme to it, with a voice in the background, but it's not the most exciting song. It's pretty much straightforward and the same BNP or whatever you say. Yeah, so that's why it's get the standard 3 points. When it comes to the design, however, it follows the similar theme to Hexagon Force, but with a 1.9 upgrade to it. And I also like the faces in the background and the faces at the end of the level, including the one with the 3 eyes. So I'll give this one 4 points in design. And when it comes to public, it went up against Geometrical Dominator and Fingerdash, and scored the second place, so 3 points for that one. And now to the second 1.9 level and the second demon level, Theory of Everything 2. I really like this level, this is my favorite level in the game. When it comes to the gameplay, it's a pretty cool gameplay, pretty nice. You know, it's straightforward, the wave parts are pretty exciting, and it really sings the song as well. The only part I don't really like is the intense ship part around 80%, where you have to go on the millimeter or else you will die. So I'll give this one 4 points in gameplay. When it comes to the song, I really like this song, with a drop everything from beginning to the end. And even the original extended version is pretty amazing. So 5 points in the song. When it comes to the design, I really like the design as well. You know, especially in the beginning with the blue background, and then the decorations which have the same colors as your icon, and with my icon being green and blue, it really makes the level look good. And then also the invisible parts where there are invisible blocks really makes the level twice as cool. That's 4 points for the design. There are a few parts that could have a bit more design to it, like the UFO part for example, but yeah. And when it comes to the public vote, it came first place, so that's 5 points, giving it 18 points, which is only 2 points away from the maximum 20.
And also kinda ironic, because Theory of Everything 2 is level 18.
Level 19, Geometrical Dominator. So this is the first 2.0 level. When it comes to the gameplay, I like the gameplay as well, you know, it's pretty straightforward, and with the speed portals it makes the gameplay a lot better. And yeah, with the moving objects, this level feels alive. So 4 points for the gameplay. The only part I don't really like is the part at the later on in the level, where it's pitch black and objects appear in front of you. It's a pretty cool concept, but it's a bit hard. Especially for a level that's only rated harder. And when it comes to the song, you know, it's a pretty okay song, not the best out there. I think Warflame did a good job on it, but it's not my favorite song out there. I'll give this one 2 points. And it has a pretty nice, you know, fairy theme to it, kind of like the, what's it called, the normal gauntlet or the rainbow gauntlet, bonus gauntlet, yeah. And with the rainbows and everything, it's a pretty happy level. And I really like the color choices that Robotop shows for this level. 5 points in design. Anyway, when it comes to the public vote, it went up against Blast Processing and Fingerdash and scored 5 points because it came at first place. Deadlocked. So this is the third demon level and the hardest level of all the main levels. When it comes to the gameplay, it's a pretty cool gameplay, you know. Can be a bit hard at some places, but it's pretty nice, especially at the end with the moving blocks and all that. I give this one 5 points in gameplay. And the song, it's also the first F777 song in the game. And it's a pretty nice song. It has a creepy theme to it, especially for the demon level. I give this one 4 points. I mean, I have heard some better songs, but yeah, it's high up there, and it's F777, so. Anyway, when it comes to the design, I really like the design and the variety of blocks with creepy lava parts, the block parts, brick parts, the moving objects. I like this part design. Yeah, I gave this one 5 points in design. When it comes to the public vote, it went up against the other two demon levels, Clubstep and Pt.2. And it came at second place. So, 3 points. Fingerdash, the final main level in the main Geometry Dash game. So, this is the 2.1 level and the only 2.1 so far. What am I saying? Let's just move on to the gameplay. So the gameplay, it's pretty cool. You know, it has a spider part where you go up and down. Like when I first saw a video of it, I thought it looked really, really hard. But you know, it's pretty nice, and you know, the gameplay kinda syncs the song as well. So 4 points for the gameplay. When it comes to the song, it's the first MDK song in the game as well. And yeah, I really like the parts in it. It sounds a bit like Razor Sharp, which is one of my favorite songs. So I give this one 4 points. Design, I like the lava theme to it that it has throughout the level. It really syncs the level. So I don't think I need to say anything else. 5 points. When it came to the public, however, it scored the last when it went up against Blast Processing and Geometrical Dominator, so only 1 point for that.
Don't get triggered, ST Slayer.
Now let's move on to the meltdown levels. So the first meltdown level is the 7 Seas. This one has a nice pirate theme to it, and it's the first level in meltdown. So gameplay, it's a pretty okay gameplay, you know, for being a first level. So 3 points. When it comes to the song, it's an F777 song, one of my favorites. The pirate theme to it is really nice. So I'll give it 4 points. When it comes to the design, I really like the design in this level with the brick blocks. Gives it a cool pirate theme, and especially with the chains as well. So yeah, 4 points for the design. And on the public vote, it went up against the other two meltdown levels and came at second place, so 3 points. The second meltdown level is Viking Arena. When it comes to the gameplay, I don't know, it's not the best gameplay out there. I mean, it's pretty much just straightforward. So I'll give this one 2 points in the gameplay. When it comes to the song, however, I really like the dark and creepy theme to it. F777 did a really good job on this one. So that's 5 points for song. The design, I really like the design as well. The dark theme to it. I'll give this one 5 points. And when it came to the public vote, it scored the last out of the 3. So that's just 1 point for Viking Arena. And the next level, and the final of the 3 meltdown levels, Airborne Robots. This is one of my favorite levels in the entire Geometry Dash. When it comes to the gameplay, I mean, it's a pretty okay gameplay. It's a bit intense at some parts. It's not the best gameplay though, but it's a pretty good one. So I'll give this one 3 points. When it comes to the songs, this is one of my favorite songs in Geometry Dash. Like the beginning part of the song is really nice. And yeah, the song just feels really happy and amazing. So 5 points for the song. When it comes to the design, this is also the first level to introduce this shiny effect, or whatever you wanna call it, which was then implemented to the other Sub-Zero levels and all that, and in World as well. So I'll give this one 4 points in design. And when it came to the public vote, it's your favorite meltdown level as well, so 5 points there as well. Now let's move on to the Sub-Zero levels. First one, Press Start. This is a really cool first level in the game. And the Sub-Zero levels are also the first 2.2 levels to come. So the gameplay when it comes to Press Start, it's a pretty fun gameplay, you know. Jump over the blocks and the camera angles and all that. I'll give this one 5 points in gameplay. When it comes to the song, I really like this song as well. It's another MDK song. And yeah, with the gameplay it really fits well, so 5 points for the song. When it comes to the design, it's pretty nice there as well. I mean, some parts on it are pretty empty, however. And some of the colors may not be the best ones, so that's -1 score. So, design 4 points. And when it comes to the public vote, it went up against the other 2 Sub-Zero levels, and it came at first place, so 5 points. And the second Sub-Zero level, Knock Them. This one has a pretty cool boxing theme to it with the song and all that. When it comes to the gameplay, I give this one 4 points. It has a cool moving platforms and stuff, and you know, the dark parts with the teleporting things, and you know, the moving animations are really nice in this level. So 4 points. When it comes to the song, it's a pretty decent song. It's a boss fight song. It's not the best in the game though. No offense to boss fight or anything. You guys make some good songs like Milky Ways, Maze of Mayonnaise, they are really good. But Knock Them, it's not the best song out there. So this one will only get 2 points. When it comes to the design, it's pretty decent, you know. It implements the glowing effect from Airborne Robots. And if Airborne Robots didn't have it, then this would be really cool, but since Airborne Robots... I can't talk! But since Airborne Robots have it, it's not that original, so 3 points for the design. And on the public vote, it received the same amount of points, 3 points, because it came at second place. And the final Sub-Zero level, Power Trip. This feels like a pretty basic level. It has a pretty cool gameplay which fits the song, which is made by Boom Kitty. So for gameplay, you know, it has an intense gameplay, especially in the wave part where you suddenly change direction out of nowhere. And yeah, and the mini parts are pretty cool as well. So this one will receive 4 points in gameplay. When it comes to the song, it's a pretty decent song. I don't really know if I have to say that much. It's not the best song out there, but it's not bad either, so 3 points. When it comes to the design, it's pretty okay, pretty decent. Nothing really unique about it though, so 3 points there as well. And when it comes to the public vote, it came second place, so 3 points. And now time for the final conclusion. Now we're gonna sort the levels from the worst to best, depending on the score. So, when it came to the levels, a lot of levels ended up with similar score, as you may have noticed. So, how do I figure out which one is the best of them or the worst? Yeah, so, if two levels get 14 points each, for example, I will look at the polls, which one you think was the favorite, or which scored better in the public vote. So, let's say one level received 3 points and the other one received 5 points. Then the one with 5 points will be the winner. And if they end up equal there as well, then I will go into the other factors. And this is where I needed your help, so I made another poll asking you guys what you think makes a level good. If it's the gameplay, the song, or the design. And the gameplay is the most important part, in your opinion. So, if a level ends up equal in the public vote as well, then we will look at the gameplay. And if they end up equal at the gameplay, the next part will be the song, which you think is the second most important part of a level. And if they end up equal there, then we'll look at the design. Which one ended up better there? And if they end up equal there as well, which two levels actually ended up equal there, then we will look at the public rounds again, because I had a first round with all the levels, then a second round, and then a final round. And the one that made it further will be the winner. And I don't need to go further than that, because no level came equal there. So, without further ado, here is the scoreboard. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. It really helps boost algorithm, stuff like that, thingy dingy. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Storyfire. Thanks for watching, bye bye!